this afternoon. If you want to have some namesake and remembrance of what transpires here today, again, that's sportsnola.com. I'm also the sports director at WGSO 990 AM and a columnist for the Kenner Star and the West Plains Beacon and the general manager of the Saints Hall of Fame Museum. And other than that, I've got nothing to do. So it's great to be here this morning. Some wonderful, distinguished gentlemen with us. And as we get started here this morning, we get started in proper fashion. And at this time, I'm going to call upon a good and great friend for many, many years, the most accomplished high school football coach in Louisiana prep history, 23 state titles, 494 victories. He's also an awfully good co-host, picking up that other guy on Friday Night Football each and every Friday night during the football season. And more important, he's a brother in Christ. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you to do our invocation here this morning, Coach J.T. Curtis of John Curtis Christian. J.T.?
Thank you, Kenny. Let's be sure that we take just a minute to remember the people in Japan in our daily prayer. What a tragedy, and for our fellow brothers, let's remember them in their time of need. Join with me as we pray together. Father, we come to you today thankful for the opportunity to gather ourselves here together in freedom and in truth to celebrate the accomplishments of these young men, not only on the field of athletics, but in their academic achievements. We thank you for the homes that they represent, for the grandparents and the parents that have so diligently stood by their side to help raise them up to be the future of our country. And we know that our country is in good hands because of the leadership that they've exhibited to this point. We pause to ask you to be with those that are fighting for our freedom in Afghanistan and Iraq. And we pause to ask you to be with those in Japan and for the difficulty that they suffer. Help us to reach out to them, for them to recognize that we are brothers, all under one God, who loves us and created us in his image under greatness. For we ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, the National Football Foundation, of course, that's who's here today to make this possible. We're very grateful for that. It was founded back in 1947. And the National Football Foundation has 120 chapters in 47 states with over 100,000 volunteers. The New Orleans chapter was established in 1967 and has been recognizing excellence in high school football since that time. In 2000, the Allstate Sugar Bowl took over sponsorship of our local chapter, and since that time has been recognizing 250 student athletes for their accomplishments, including the 55 outstanding young men we have gathered here today. To speak a little bit more on the history of the National Football Foundation, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Stanley Kahn, the chairman of the Allstate Sugar Bowl chapter of the National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame. Stanley?
Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. And welcome to everyone to our annual scholarship luncheon. Special welcome to all of our high school athletic directors, our administrators, our parents, grandparents, and also to our honored scholar athletes, without whom we wouldn't be here today. And also special recognition to Bill Curl, our contributor to amateur athletics, and Mr. Doug Hertz, who is our distinguished American, all of whom will receive recognition later today. It's my pleasure to tell you a little bit about the National Football Foundation. The mission of the foundation is to promote and develop the power of amateur football in developing qualities of leadership, sportsmanship, competitive zeal, and the drive for academic excellence in America's young people. Now, with that mission, you can probably look at each one of these 35 student athletes and say each one of them meets that mission statement. And that's why we, as the local chapter, are so proud and glad to honor them today after their years of high school excellence and as they proceed on to further endeavors during their lifetimes. Our particular chapter here is we're honored to have as our title sponsor the Allstate Sugar Bowl. Without the Sugar Bowl's sponsorship, I don't think we would be here today. At least we wouldn't be here in such a nice setting for such a nice meal and to have everything really well organized and developed. The Sugar Bowl does a lot for the city and amateur football. You look around and you see City Park and Tad Gormley Stadium, how it was rebuilt after Katrina. A lot of people don't realize this, but the Sugar Bowl did play a major part with charitable donations to the city park to help rebuild our stadium, where so many of our high schools do utilize each Friday and Saturday night. Other programs that the Sugar Bowl sponsors over the years also help with development of tournaments and things of that nature at the college level as well as high school, in track and field, swimming, golf, you name it. So we're very grateful for the support the Sugar Bowl gives our local chapter with the National Football Foundation. This past Monday, I received confirmation of additional support from the foundation, and we're very excited about that. And President Lance Afric of the Sugar Bowl will go into that a little bit later in the program. But I also want to thank not only Lance, but also the CEO, Paul Houlihan, for all that they've done to support our local chapter of the National Football Foundation. Thank you very much. On that, and also with us today is a person from our national office. Actually, we have two people from our national office. We're privileged to have as one of our local members Archie Manning, who is the current national chairman of the National Football Foundation. Archie provides yeoman service to the Football Foundation each year and has been a part of that organization for, gosh, I don't know how many years. He is a member of the College Hall of Fame, and we're honored to have him as a part of our local chapter. And also from the administrative level at the national office, Ron Pilatush is here today. A lot of the people who do come to this luncheon year after year will recognize Ron. He is the Director of Membership for the National Football Foundation. He's been there for, I think, about 8 years now, and been with us for most of those 8 years. And we're glad to have Ron with us today, and he's going to say a few words at this time. Ron?
Thank you very much, Stanley. It's a pleasure to be with you again. I always enjoy coming back and visiting with friends, and it's always a special occasion when I get to come back and meet some people who enjoy the same things that I do. You know, we enjoy the game, we enjoy excellence, and we're here today to celebrate that. I want to start off my comments by congratulating all the student athletes that are being recognized here today. It's an amazing accomplishment when you think about it. The things that you have done in such a short period of time, guys, I congratulate you. Well done. Okay, but today is kind of just another point in the road. It's a stepping stone for you. Hopefully, continue to do the things that you've done to be successful, and you will be able to do anything that you want to do. And probably that will not be in football, but your education will get you there. So congratulations to this point and keep it up. I want to congratulate all the parents and families that are here today, and the coaches and teachers that have had such an important role in the development of these young men. I want to ask all the parents that are here today, please stand up and get a round of applause. You know, today is certainly a celebration for you as well. I was telling Stanley before that I'm really fortunate that I get to attend a number of banquets like this. And the best part for me is when I get to sit here and look out and see your faces. When your sons are recognized and we read all about the great things that he's done, to see the pride in your face, it's really a wonderful thing. And I'm so happy for you, and I want to congratulate you again. I want to thank Stanley Kahn and all the folks at the Sugar Bowl for all the wonderful things that you do. Paul Houlihan, again, terrific support. We really do appreciate it. And everyone at the Sugar Bowl and everyone connected with the Sugar Bowl, we do appreciate it. And certainly Archie Manning, who is our chairman. And I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. We're so proud to have Archie as our leader. And I appreciate it, and I want to thank you, Archie. I also want to make mention that Stanley Kahn is a little bit modest, but Stanley has been a great leader for the National Football Foundation in this chapter. Just last December, Stanley was recognized as the 2010 South Region Scholar Leader Award winner. So he was recognized at our awards program in New York City as the #1 volunteer in the South Region. So congratulations to Stanley for that. We talked briefly about the Football Foundation was founded in 1947, but it was founded by General Douglas MacArthur, Colonel Earl Red Blake, and sports writer Grantland Rice. And they felt that the qualities that were built in young men through football needed to continue to be promoted in our society, in our communities. So they founded the foundation to continue to promote that. We have 120 chapters around the country that attempt to fulfill that mission. And through those chapters, we give out almost $1 million in scholarships to deserving student athletes. And this is, I'm proud to say, is one of our best chapters right here. We reach out to 4,800 high schools and 400,000 high school football players. Again, a tremendous program that has tremendous reach in our communities. Some things you may not know about the foundation: our offices are located in Dallas, Texas. After many years, actually founded in New York City, and then we're in North Jersey and Morristown, New Jersey. For many years, we relocated down to Dallas about 6 years ago. Some other things that we do, and hopefully give you the opportunity to become a member of this chapter. I can't say strongly enough how important it is that you support this chapter with your membership. Ask any of us how you can do that, but by supporting this chapter, you directly support the programs that they're putting on. These types of programs right here. So I want to encourage everybody to become a member of the chapter. Some other things, again, that you may not know about: our College Football Hall of Fame is currently located in South Bend, but in 2013 we will be relocating that to Atlanta, Georgia. So we're real excited about the new facility that we're going to be building there, and certainly want to encourage everybody to continue to visit us once we take that move. And one thing that we always feel very strongly about is again, our support of scholar athletes. Our scholar athlete program around the country, we have a lot of very distinguished young men, and we have a special section in our Hall of Fame that recognizes all of our student athletes. So all the names of these guys here will be recognized and listed in the College Football Hall of Fame. So that's pretty exciting. Again, I want to encourage you to reach out to this chapter. Go onto our website, footballfoundation.org, and check us out. Join the chapter. And again, in closing, I want to thank the Sugar Bowl folks for everything that you do for us, and Stanley, all the great work you do throughout the year, and certainly our chairman, Archie Manning, and our president, Steve Hatchell, and the 12,000 members that we call family at the National Football Foundation. I want to thank everyone for your attendance and your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ron, and thanks to the National Football Foundation for their continuing support of such a great entity in our community. At this time, we're going to break to enjoy the outstanding meal that is being presented here today. So we'll be back with the program in just a bit. Thank you. The focus of today's luncheon is the outstanding scholar athletes that we are honoring. We would also like to take some time to recognize two other individuals who have been essential to the sport of football in the greater New Orleans area. These individuals are this year's recipients of the Contribution to American Football Award and the Distinguished American Award. Two outstanding individuals, richly deserving of these honors. At this time, I'd like to call upon Mr. J.T. Curtis once again to come on up and introduce this year's recipient of the Contribution to Amateur Football Award. J.T.?
Thank you, Kenny. It's indeed a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to come before you to make the presentation of this award. Not only has Bill been a starlet in our community in prep sports, but in sports in general. For 33 years, Bill has worked with the Louisiana Superdome, opening the Superdome in the New Orleans Arena, worked in 6 Super Bowls, 4 Final Fours, NBA All-Star Game, and 4 decades with the Sugar Bowl. He's worked with local and national media as we opened the Louisiana Superdome after Katrina. Bill fathered the idea to what has become the most prestigious high school sports event in the country, and that's the LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic. He fathered the idea to put all classifications in the finest football facility in the country to play the state championships. Those kind of ideas is what made Bill Curl the man that he is. His first Final Four, Bill coordinated in such a manner that it had never been done before, that it would be played in a mega facility like the Superdome. As you witnessed this year, and it has been in the past, that idea has grown that the great mega arenas of our country could host Final Fours that have increased attendance and visibility of the Final Fours around the country. He's worked in securing the New Orleans Hornets, which we're all very proud of, and pulling for them to win this last one and make sure that they're in the playoffs where they need to be. In college sports, he's worked diligently, helped form the Winn-Dixie Baseball Challenge. In high school prep football, he fathered the Hap-Glaude Classic and was extremely involved in the first arena football game in our community called the New Orleans Night. He served as an SID in several major universities across the country. He's been selected by the Louisiana Sports Writers for the Distinguished Service Award. He has received from those same sports writers around the country in 2010 the Mac Russo Award. And all of these awards tell you about Bill, the person. But I know him differently. I know him as Bill Curl, the husband, Bill Curl, the father, and Bill Curl, the man. Bill's two sons both played for me, Rocky and Scott. And I was privileged to have Bill to sit in the stands and criticize me on a weekly basis with the plays called. And I can verify that in that one of the events one day, our camera broke at a game that we were playing, and I knew Bill videoed. And I said, Bill, could we borrow a copy of your video? Our game film didn't come out. And Bill said, sure, you can have it. So we sit down Saturday morning to watch the video, and Rocky comes over to me and he says, Coach, you don't want to watch this video? I said, Rocky, sit down, boy, be quiet, let's watch this video. He says, Coach, turn the volume down. Well, Bill commentated the entire game, play-by-play, including those plays that worked that he took credit for, and the ones that I got credit for. So I've known Bill in a lot of different venues. But I think what is outstanding about him is that he's a man of integrity. He's an outstanding father who's raised 4 wonderful children. His wife Carol and he have always been supportive and have always been present. And it's a real pleasure for me to be able to award this award to Bill Curl for outstanding contribution to amateur football and amateur sports in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Curl.
JT, what a kick it is to receive an award for something that you love to do for most of your life. I'm surprised they give awards for that, but nevertheless, I'm very appreciative. And to be on the dais with the greatness of people like J.T. Curtis and Archie Manning, 2 of the finest men I've ever known in my life, is another just incredible privilege to me. I do take great pride in the high school football championships and the success that sport has reached in the ongoing years and the way it has grown across the country. If you could just be there on Thursday night when the teams are playing on Friday, come to the Dome to practice.
and stand down there near that north tunnel and watch the looks on those kids' faces the first time they ran out in that Superdome. That's all the gratification you ever need. It's an awesome time. It's a wonderful event. I recall one of them, it was a Curtis practice, and I was standing down on the sideline, and JT came over to me, and he said, "Bill, is this the same lighting we're going to have for the game tomorrow?" And I said, "Well, I think so, but let me check." And I looked across the field, and at the opposite bench, one of our electricians was over there hooking up some wires. And so I started at a fast walk across the field to go ask him, and I hadn't paid attention to the fact that to my left, the Curtis practice had switched from just running formations to running deep pass patterns. And Jonathan Welch was one of the finest kids that ever wore a uniform at Curtis. I didn't see him coming, and he absolutely flattened me. And I rolled over, I'm laying my back on the turf, and I look over alongside me, and there's Jonathan laying there. And I thought, son, I don't care if I get up, but I sure as heck hope you do. We had a great time with the championships. We had a great time with the people that were involved in it, the people that nurtured it, the Tommy Henrys of the world, now Kenny Henderson. A lot of people putting blood, sweat, and tears into that to give kids the opportunity to win championships in the Dome. To the Sugar Bowl people, Paul Houlihan, and Zach, all of the people involved in the Sugar Bowl, thank you for making this city what it is. It's the most wonderful city in the world to live in, and the Sugar Bowl is such an integral part of it and does a remarkable job on a daily basis, not an annual basis, but an absolute daily basis. You've got a great, great group of people, great friends. And to you young men that are being honored here today, I want to congratulate you for maximizing your talents to reach a point where today you're receiving accolades. And it has been suggested to you in the past that what you have achieved also will open opportunities you haven't even dreamed of yet, if you just stay with it. You are people that represent the youth of this community so very, very well, and I hope you really feel the pride and the satisfaction in what you've accomplished and the drive to go on and become the leaders of this city and, who knows, this nation. I thank you for the chance, folks. It's been a very, very special day to me, one certainly that is a high point in my life, and I thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Once again, congratulations to our good and great friend Bill Curl, who's done a remarkable job for a long period of time. I speak for those in my industry and the media. We deeply appreciate everything he's done for us. And that's such personal passion. Bill Curl. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the distinguished Director of Athletics at Tulane University, Mr. Rick Dixon, who will accept the Distinguished American Award on behalf of Doug Hertz. Mr. Hertz is a Tulane graduate who has gone on to become a very successful businessman while also remaining true to his roots, supporting Tulane athletics and the sport of football in a wide variety of ways. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rick Dixon of Tulane University. Rick?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Kenny, and my congratulations too to Bill Curl. I think well-deserved on behalf of this group to recognize everything he's done in so many arenas in our community. And I think I also speak on behalf of all of us at this table in regards to the group right in front of us. Very, very impressive group of young men, and congratulate you in your achievement in both the classroom and in competition and in what you do in your communities. and to extend or expand a little bit on what was said earlier in the recognition to the parents that certainly helped make today and this journey to get here and the achievement of these young men possible, and even extend that to go beyond to those not only coaches but teachers that were all part of the team that helped lift this group of young men to the heights that they have. And my message to these young men would be certainly to reflect on that, because I think as the National Director mentioned earlier, for those of you and many of you that won't go on and get to continue to compete in sport, trust me, there's still plenty of competition in life out there to be realized and achieved. And if you look back at this journey and how the fact that it's been characterized and made possible by that team, so you too look for the right team and look for one that stands for the right mission and the right values out there, and along the way focus on being a good teammate. And that leads me into talking about Doug Hertz, who for us at Tulane in our community has been a great teammate. Doug himself was an athlete when he got to the college level. He had participated growing up through juniors in high school in basketball and tennis. He played college tennis at Tulane. As you've read, become one of the more successful businessmen in our country, but always remained a great teammate. I first encountered Doug 10 years ago when I came to Tulane, where he was a member of our Board of Trustees. Some 3 years into my tenure here, Tulane went through an exercise to really decide whether they should continue to compete at Division I sports. And through that challenge, I turned to a good teammate. Doug was the chair of our Board of Trustees and our athletic committee, that after a very challenging year of review and introspection, and ultimately us being able to demonstrate national support for this program, led a unanimous victory in continuing that for the future. Most recently, as we, like all of us, many of us in the room, have come back through the challenges of Katrina, Doug again was chair of that effort at a time that it would have been very easy just to say, considering all the damage, all the challenges that we face, it would be very easy to let go and say, sport is not the most important thing at this time. But through his leadership and the perseverance of a lot of great young people and staff and coaches, we were able to maintain it even through the toughest time. And then, like we all like to do in athletics, I would tell you the last part of the journey with Doug has been what he's now doing, which is helping lead us in a campaign to build our own home, our own campus stadium on our campus. Most recently, he is the lead donor for a approximately $15 million athletic center that will host our volleyball and basketball teams, that will also be known as the Hertz Family Development Center. So this is what I refer to, guys, when I talk about seek the right team and be a good teammate. So I'm very proud on behalf of Tulane University to be the representative to accept, I think, a very deserving individual who's led our team and been a great teammate for all of us. So on behalf of Doug Hertz, thank you.
Congratulations to Doug Hertz, and thanks to Rick Dixon for being here on his behalf. While the National Football Foundation has chapters throughout the country, the New Orleans chapter has a distinct advantage in that the chairman of the entire organization is one of our own, and is he ever. One of our pride and joys of the greater New Orleans community. He has meant much to our community through many philanthropic endeavors, for raising money for many charities, for giving back on a regular basis, as his family does, in appreciation for what this community has given to him. We were fortunate to have him come to us as a football player back in 1971, and beyond his football years, he maintained his home here and still does in supporting this community. He was an outstanding football player, an outstanding father, a proud father at that, and a tremendous giver to so many different causes and people. I'm proud to call him a friend, and blessed to have a radio show that he's worked with us on now for the better part of a decade on Saturday mornings with Ed Daniels and I. So at this time, you know who I'm referencing. It's my pleasure to introduce to you a gentleman that is the College Football Hall of Fame and chairman of the National Football Foundation, is here today to present the awards to our student athletes. Please give a warm welcome to Archie Manning. Archie?
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. I'd also like to commend and thank the Sugar Bowl for the support for this organization. Congratulate Bill and Doug, two worthy recipients for our award. And also Stanley, mentioned again, just a wonderful what he's done for our chapter here, and it's great for him receiving the Leadership Award in New York this past December was really special for our entire chapter. I think this year we have the largest, but also maybe the most impressive group of scholar athletes we've had all through the years. Ron commended, I also want to commend the parents and the grandparents, coaches, teachers, administrators are here that support these young men. So we'll get on. Guys, I'll ask you when I call your name if you'll stand, and I'll read a couple of accomplishments, and we'll move down the road. We'll get started. We've got, as you notice, we've got a few that weren't able to be here today. There's a lot of senior activities going on this time of year, but I'll read their little resume anyway as we move along. From Archbishop Rummel, James Quellmalls, a tight end, 4.05, GPA 28 ACT, National Honor Society, Archbishop Joseph Francis Rummel Honor Scholarship, academic Allstate, Friday Night Football Scholar Athlete, Operation Head Start, be attending LSU. That's James Quellmalls. Also from Archbishop Rummel, Russell Zimmerman, a wide receiver, 3.3 GPA, All-District, and a 3-year letterman at Rummel. Involved in Big Brothers, Operation Head Start, and Mass Band. Undecided on college, that's Russell Zimmerman, Archbishop Rummel High School. From Archbishop Shaw, Michael Ledette, a kicker and punter, 4.5 GPA, 31 ACT, Tulane University Book Award, outstanding academic achievement in algebra, geometry, and health. On West Bank, WWL TV A+ athlete, football all-composite team, Mu Alpha Theta, Key Club, Ambassador Club. Will be attending LSU. Michael Ledette. From Ben Franklin High School, Stanley Smith, quarterback, cornerback, kick returner, 3.2 GPA, 1680 SAT, honor roll Taylor Award, all-district first-team kick returner, team captain, participated in the Lake Pontchartrain All-Star Football Classic, a volunteer for the Red Cross, team MVP, undecided on college, that's Stanley Smith. From Brother Martin High School, Cole Frazier, defensive tackle, 4.08 GPA, 26 ACT, honor roll 5 years. All-State football, scholar athlete of the week, named captain 3 times during the 2010 season, student ministry, National Honor Society, undecided on college choice. That is Cole Frazier from Brother Martin. From Covington High School, Devin Perez, a defensive end, 3.5 GPA, 26 ACT, honor roll all years, 2-time All-District, team MVP, FCA, Special Olympics, undecided on where to go to college. From Covington, Devin Perez. From Covington High School, James Emerson Smith IV, 3.9 GPA, 3-year Honor Society, All-State Academic, All-District, All-State, 4-year letterman, Special Olympics volunteer, be attending LSU. That's James Emerson Smith. From De La Salle, Mario Ramirez, GPA of 3.5, Hispanic Scholarship recipient, first place in the district in Spanish, All-District track, scholar athlete in basketball, all-district champion for football, National Honor Society. Mario is an active volunteer in the Nicaraguan Relief Fund. He travels to Nicaragua each summer to help his family who still lives there. He'll be attending Loyola University in the fall. That's Mario Ramirez. From East Jefferson, Jared Lewis, 3.26 GPA, 4-year principal's honor roll. First team all-district athlete, a 4-year letterman, all-district hurdler for 3 years, will be attending LSU. Jared Lewis from East Jeff. Zachary Lethwich from Ecole Classique, 3.5 GPA, 3-year National Honor Society, academic Allstate, 2-year starter as an offensive tackle. Following the death of his mother, Zach has assisted his father in helping with family matters. His father has served 3 tours in Iraq and will be going to Afghanistan in November of 2011. Zachary will be attending UNO. Zachary Lethwich. From Fisher High School, Gavin Perry, center, defensive tackle, a 3.8 GPA, National Honor Society president, first team all-district center, assist in the Catholic Church program and fairs. Will be attending the University of Lafayette, Louisiana in the fall. That's Gavin Perrier from Fisher. From Holy Cross, Landon Jones, a 4.10 GPA, National Honor Society, bronze medallions, highest average in algebra, religion, and English. 2009 All-District and All-State, All-Metro Peer Ministry. In the fall, will be attending Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee. That's Landon Jones from Holy Cross. From Isidore Newman, Ryan Brenner, quarterback, 3.5, 30 ACT. Dartmouth Book Award, honor roll 4 years. Led Orleans Parish passing for 2 years, team captain, all-district. Class president, 3 years, vice president of the Chinese Club. Undecided. Ryan Brenner from Isidore Newman. Isidore Newman, Chase Crowell, a linebacker, 3.6, 1840 SAT, honor roll 4 years, first team academic all-state. Captain, all-district, volunteer at Audubon Zoo. Undecided. Chase Crowell from Isidore Newman. And Isidore Newman, West Fisher, offensive guard, 3.6 GPA, 31 ACT, first team academic all-state, all-district, all-metro. Young Republicans, men's golf team. Undecided. West Fisher, Isidore Newman. From Jesuit, Riley Creel, 3.98 GPA, 2130 SAT, National Honor Society, honor roll 13 of 14 quarters in high school, 2-year letterman in varsity, also on the wrestling team. A big brother, Mexico Service Project, post-Katrina rebuilding effort volunteer. You know he is a real scholar athlete. He'll be attending the University of Mississippi of Ole Miss in the fall. That's Riley Creel from Jesuit High School. Hotty toddy, Riley. Jesuit High School, Patrick Devon, 4-point GPA, 30 ACT, honor roll, National Honor Society, all-district, all-metro, team captain 2010, a counselor at St. Michael's School, Special Olympic School newspaper. Undecided. Patrick Devon from Jesuit. Also from Jesuit, Matthew Sanchez, 4.37 GPA, 34 ACT, National Honor Society, National Latin Examination Gold Medal, National Hispanic Scholar. Javelin letters, junior year, all academic state. New Orleans Mission volunteer, big brother, Special Olympics. Undecided, Matthew Sanchez from Jesuit. From John Curtis, Philippe Gilchrist, tight end, a 3.6 GPA, National Honor Society, Presidential Academic Excellence, football state champion 07-08, weightlifting and track, student council, Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, be attending Southeastern. Philippe Gilchrist from John Curtis. And from Lusher Charter, Marvin Muse, 3.28 GPA, completion of summer engineering course at Alabama, 4 years of football, 2 years track and field, 3 years jazz band, 2 years Key Club, FCA Key Club. Will be attending Louisiana Tech. Marvin Muse from Lusher Charter. From Mandeville, Ryan Niedermeyer, defensive lineman, 4.2 GPA, 31 ACT, National Honor Society, Most Outstanding French Student, All District, ABC 26 Student Athlete of the Week, Vice President of Best Buddies Club, attended Boys State and Boys Nation, undecided but between Rhodes College and Auburn University, Ryan Niedermeyer from Mandeville. McDonough 35 College Prep, Tyrone Williams, GPA of 3.5, National Honor Society, Principal's Honor Roll, Academic All-State, Mu Alpha Theta. Helps younger children with math and writing. Will be attending LSU in the fall. I think Tyrone had a senior class trip today. Tyrone Williams from McDonough 35. From Metairie Park Country Day, Edgar A.G. Bright IV. Center, defensive end and punter, 3.5 GPA, 32 ACT. University of Rochester's George Eastman Young Leadership Award, Louisiana State Literary Rally. All Metro, All State, All District. High School Drama Productions. Undecided, that's Gordy Bright from Country Day. From North Lake Christian, Michael Agresta. 3.7 GPA, Honor Roll 4 years, National Honor Society, All District last 2 years, Coaches Award for the highest character and achievement honor for football. Missionary trips in orphanage in Mexico. He is attending Full Sail University. That's Micah Agresta from North Lake Christian. Also, North Lake Christian, Dylan Paquette, linebacker and running back, 3.2, 3-year letterman, all-district linebacker, being recruited by Southwest Oklahoma State. That's Dylan Paquette from North Lake Christian. Also, North Lake Christian, Derek Williams, a running back, defensive back, 3.4 GPA, honor roll the last 3 years, National Honor Society, all-district last 2 years, 4-year letterman, MVP last season, volunteers at Goodwill, undecided, Derek Williams, North Lake Christian. From North Shore, Tim McGrath, offensive lineman, 4.3 GPA, 34 ACT, National Honor Society, National Merit Commended, Auburn Presidential Scholarship, 3-year varsity letterman, Wendy's Heisman Award, Eagle Scout, Key Club, Mu Alpha Theta. Will be attending Mississippi State University in the fall. From North Shore, Tim McGrath. From Pearl River, Gregory Williams, 3.8 GPA, 33 ACT honor roll, scholarship to West Point, first place in state literary rally, all district in football, baseball and soccer, Key Club, Habitat for Humanity. Be attending the West Point Military Academy in the fall. That's Greg Williams from Pearl River. From St. Martin's, Christopher Claiborne Jambaluka, a guard and defensive tackle, 3.92 GPA, National Honor Society, Outstanding Religious Writing Award, Art Award, 2011 Metro Offensive Line All District, Volunteer Tutor, Habitat Humanity, Honor Council in 2008, undecided. From St. Martin's, that's Christopher Claiborne Jambaluka. From St. Paul's, Alec Duncan, a quarterback, 3.8 GPA, honor roll, National Honor Society, Academic All-State, All-District quarterback, and team captain will be attending LSU. From St. Paul's, Alec Duncan. From St. Paul's, Grant Hodgkins, right tackle, 4.03 GPA, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Academic All-State, All-District, team captain, charity work for Forest Manor Nursing Home and St. Tammany Habitat for Humanity, who attending either LSU or Alabama. That's Grant Hodgkins from St. Paul's. Also St. Paul's, Paul Jacquard, offensive tackle, 3.68 GPA, National Honor Society, Academic All-State, All-District, All-Metro, volunteered for the Covington Food Bank, will be attending LSU. Paul Jacquard from St. Paul's. From Salmon High School, Christian Dupuis, 3.5 GPA, Beta Club, Wendy's High School Heisman, United States Achievement Academy Award, All-District Perseverance Award for Comeback After Injury, FCA, Student Athlete School-Wide Mentor, will be attending Miami of Ohio. Christian Dupuis from Salmon High School. From Slidell High School, Christopher Birch, a wide receiver, 3.6 GPA, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Beta Club. All honors classes throughout high school will be attending LSU. Christopher Birch from Slidell High School. And from South Plaquemines High School, Michael Bartholomew, Honor Roll, Breakfast of Champions, All-State Academic. In track was All-State, football, All-Metro, All-District, All-State. Beta Club, altar service at St. Patrick's Church. Undecided, that's Michael Bartholomew from South Plaquemines High School. Can we have another big round of applause for our Scholar Athlete class of 2009? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Archie. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the president of the Allstate Sugar Bowl to make some special scholarship award presentations. In fact, there are 4 scholarships, and I'll let him tell you about the amount as he comes forward to make the presentation. Please give a warm welcome to Allstate Sugar Bowl President Judge Lance Affleck.
All right, thank you very much. Before we get to the annual scholarship winners, I want to take time, first of all, to thank everyone for attending this event. It's an important event. Also, would like to recognize our Allstate Sugar Bowl members in attendance today, including our staff from Allstate Sugar Bowl who helped to make this event possible. I see our past president, David Milius, is here, Jack Laborde, our president-elect, Judge Dennis Waldron, who is the treasurer of our organization, the other members. If you would stand up and let everybody give you a round of applause, please. And our CEO, Paul Houlihan, excuse me. I have to tell you, this is on a personal note. This is just such a nice event for me. I was looking at my watch for no other reason other than I have some responsibilities over the courthouse down the street this afternoon. In about an hour, I'll have a number of young men, I believe it's 8 to 10, standing in front of me for the purpose of either sentencing or taking guilty pleas. And along the way, when I read the pre-sentence reports on these persons and get to know a little bit more about them before I sentence them, I see where along the way they haven't had direction, haven't had the benefit of family, haven't had the benefit of good coaches. Just a number of ways in which they have lost their compass. And it's a very sad thing. So I was sitting here thinking what a nice thing it is to have all these wonderful young men in front of me who demonstrated leadership, scholarship, athleticism, and it's a nice change from what I'm about to do about an hour from now. So this is a great thing, and I take great pride in recognizing these individuals, as do our staff and the members of the Allstate Sugar Bowl. They're wonderful representatives of this community, our state, and this country, and they want some great things in the future based on what we have seen them do to this point, with your help. So all of you all are very thankful for that. Now for some really good news. We are very committed to the National Football Foundation, and trying to further demonstrate that commitment that we've had in the past and into the future, and in honor of people like Archie Manning and NFF. We had initially thought that we were going to provide 2 $2,500 scholarships. Well, due to some wonderful leadership by our executive committee and our CEO, Paul Houlihan, and a meeting we had just within the past couple of weeks, as of this of this presentation today, we're going to be providing these 4 young men with 4 $10,000 scholarships. So, and I know their families will be grateful, and I have to tell you that we are also very grateful for the accomplishments that they have made. So we honor all 35 of the young men before us, but we do have 4 of those scholarships that, as a result of our voting, we would like to recognize those individuals right now. Our first winner has been active in a wide range of activities in addition to football while still maintaining a 4.2 grade point average. He has worked very closely with students with disabilities, and based on his essay, he has developed true friendships while mentoring those students. The son of a career naval aviator, he is a true believer in the words hard work, and he will continue that effort at Rhodes College, and then he plans to go on to medical school from Mandeville High School. Congratulations to Ryan Niedermeyer. Ryan thought I was going to give him the $10,000 in cash, and I explained to him it goes right to the school. So much for that car, Ryan. Our next Allstate Sugar Bowl scholarship recipient is a first-time All-District football player, is a first-team All-District football player, and the president of the National Honor Society with a 3.82 grade point average. He is very active in his school and his community, but more impressively, he has assisted his family of commercial fishermen by working on a fishing boat every summer since he was 9 years old. As we all know, the fishing industry took quite a hit this past summer due to the BP oil spill. We hope this scholarship will help make up for a tough year in the Gulf. From Fisher High School, congratulations to Gavin Perea. All right. Our third scholarship goes to a young man who overcame a broken leg suffered on a touchdown in his freshman year to help lead his school to an undefeated season and its first state championship appearance. A 3-year football letter winner and a 2-year starter, he's achieved honor roll status in every quarter since elementary school, while volunteering for a wide range of causes as a member of Operation Head Start. From Archbishop Rummel High School, James Cuomo. Alrighty, our final scholarship recipient wrote in his essay that he, quote, has worked hard to defy the myth that athletes cannot do sports and be smart too, unquote. Something he has proven through his success on the field and in the classroom. Very focused on helping his family, he still managed to be a 2-time academic All-State football player, maintaining a 3.5 grade point average while participating in a wide range of community service activities. From McDonough, 35, college prep, unable to be here today, but we wish him the best. Tyrone Williams, congratulations. You are, man?
Oh, you're his mom. I love that. Well, congratulations. Great, wonderful son. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please join me one more time in recognizing all today's honorees, and good luck in the future.
Thank you, Judge, and thank everyone for helping make these awards possible, from the National Football Foundation, College Hall of Fame, and of course from the Allstate Sugar Bowl. Of course, as Judge Afric said, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today, for supporting your sons, for supporting those who come from your schools, from supporting those that you love and care about deeply. And you see the raw emotion that exists among those that see their loved ones accomplish great things. Many more accomplishments to come in the lives of these young men, and I'm quite sure that they're focused on the ultimate prize, to be the very best they can be in God's eyes, and I'm sure they're going to go down that path. We'd specifically like to thank, once again, the National Football Foundation for helping make this possible here today, for all the work that they do, not just in this community, but throughout the United States, through all their various chapters. And again, to recognize the Allstate Sugar Bowl, my friend Paul Houlihan, my great friend Jeff Hunley, Kate, John, the entire staff that do such a great job on a personal level. I've been privileged to be part of the Allstate Sugar Bowl Media Selection Committee since 1980, and that has been one of the great pleasures of my life. We'd also like to thank Judge Lance Afric for being here today and for giving time out of his schedule as well. Finally, most of all, we'd like to thank these 35 young men, just about all of them, that are here today for what they do for their schools, for their families, also for their community. As you heard, so many are so deeply involved in many other things aside from their academic accomplishments and their accomplishments on the gridiron and in other sports. And that is the most notable thing that's going to serve them well in many years to come. Service. That's what our lives should be all about, giving back. And you started down that path in an awesome way. We're very, very proud of each and every one of you and what you've done. Give them one more round of applause, folks. We do want to remind you that you have an opportunity, if you want to see the video of today's luncheon, it'll be at sportsnola.com. That's sportsnola.com by this afternoon. We sincerely hope you'll be able to check that out and get some memories. The other order of business, we want to tell all of our honorees that we're going to need you to exit stage left over to the Sugar Bowl background, to my left, the Allstate Sugar Bowl background, so that you can take some group photos to commemorate what is an awesome accomplishment and something that you'll remember for the rest of your lives. Hug your moms, tell your dads you love them, okay? It's very important. When you have your parents, let them know that, because some of us don't, and we're deeply appreciative of what we have, appreciate what you have. So if you will, gentlemen, we'll ask you to make your way over there to the Sugar Bowl background. And for everybody, thank you for being here. God bless you one and all. Travel safe.